Okay, what seems to be the new incarnation from All Pond Solutions, an aquarium filter. This one's the INFIL-1500. They do other variants. I will put a picture up now. Now, these are very good because they've redesigned the old system to suck from the bottom. So instead of it all coming through the sides like the old version did, this comes through the bottom, which means it passes through all of the media. It doesn't get clogged or anything. It's very simple, basic setup from that. Chinese built. Now, a lot of people will understand that when I say that this is a very cheap filter, I don't mean in quality, I mean in price. To put this into context, the Eheim pickup that I use in my other tank is double the price of this. Okay, now this can hold biomedia, which is one of my bugbears of internal filters. A lot of them are just powered sponge filters, so this is an important update that I want to see. So we're going to take this out of the box. I mean, it's a very big filter. I should have probably gone for the smaller version, but you know me. This is suitable for tanks up to 300 litres. When they say that, I would halve that, to be fair. There's the build up. Okay, so there's the makeup of the filter. I'll just quickly go through that. And as you can see, it comes through the bottom here and goes up and round, which is very interesting to see. So let's get this out of the box and have a good look. Okay, so I just took it out of the box. It didn't come separated. I've done that just for the video purposes. So because this is the 1500 version, but the good thing about this is that they're uniform, so you can actually put 1, 2 or 3 on the head, which is quite good. The actual system they use, there's the sponges, is just you push these in and they clip on. I don't know if you can see that, this piece here. So you push on that either side and it clips in, quite simple. So you take this off, you put the media in. Okay, now when you've got this idea, there's the sponge out. Yeah, there you go. That's your sponge. So when you've got a system where you can have multi-chambers of media, I would say try different medias. Okay, so with this you get 3 bags. I'm assuming the smaller ones get smaller bags. This looks like a 7/8 ball type idea. It might be okay. I'm going to use it in one, but it's, you know, the bag is half full on all of them. Okay, so I'm going to probably use some matrix and maybe some biomedia from I think it's called Richard's Filter Pro. Yeah, so it'd be BioHome. Yeah, so we're going to use some of that, and we're going to get this. Now, for testing purposes, I'm only going to use 2 sections or maybe 1, just to give you an idea. Now, obviously, that's going to mean that the flow will be slightly different, but we're going to get it together. I'm going to put some media in here. I think this, yeah, it literally comes off. There you go. The media just falls in, which I like the idea. The plastic seems a good quality. It's quite strong, resilient. Not keen on this. This come off quite easily. It was actually laying in the box. But again, oh, there you go. This is a nice idea because it means you can actually slide it in and out quite easily into the tank. Now, to clean the impeller, again, you push these, and the impeller is right there. So it's very simple, very nice. And I like the idea of flow. Flow is very important. Ideally, you want to go through sponge first, and then through your media, because obviously you want clean water to go to your media, otherwise it will just clog up. So I'm going to probably use this in there for the time being, just for testing purposes, and we'll have a look. You've got your oxygen rail there, what I call oxygen rail, so that's quite good. Suction cups are quite small. Okay, I mean, this is a heavy lump, quite large filter. It should have been a little bit bigger, and maybe 4, not 3. But again, this is literally, it cost me less than £20. I mean, £20 sterling. Yeah, the Eheim, I think the pickup 160 is about 40, and the Fluval U4 is about 70. So, you know, you can get 3 of these for that. Okay, let me get some media in there and get it together, and we'll have a look. Okay, so I'll take that back. Even though the bags are half full, the actual compartment that it goes in is full. So hats off to that. And again, you just screw this back on. The water comes up the back here, which is quite a unique idea. I'm going to get it into the sink. I'm only going to use this one section because I've noticed there's a problem with that section that I need to deal with. It seems to unclip itself on its own. I personally think that's my problem rather than an inherent problem with the filter. So let's get these two sections together and then I'm going to fire it up. A couple of points to note before we put it in the tank. These are very small, okay, and not very deep, so they're not going to last very long and they're not going to stick very well. Also, this is under pressure, okay. If you look there, yeah, and there's a lip here, so when you push this on, it literally slides like that underneath, okay, which means you're not going to be able to leave this on the tank and take it out. But again, you know, we've got to look at the positives on this, because for the price, and All Pond Solutions, outstanding job they've done. Got it here really quickly, well packaged. It actually comes in a little grey box which got All Pond written all over it. And I want to make sure this actually works correctly as well, because a lot of these Chinese imports don't actually have that system on there where it actually works correctly. It feathers it rather than actually switching it down, blowing it back into the media. So I kind of like the look of it as well, and the fact that I can get biomedia in there is a plus. It's always going to be a plus for me. That's sitting quite straight. All right, let's get it wet. I just wanted to show you a couple of things as well. So this was very hard to get on, yet it kind of rattles about a little bit, okay? And this is how you take these apart. So you hold that, push them in, and literally pull it. That's it. That's all you have to do. The problem you have is this comes out, okay? And this is the spindle for the impeller, okay? So you have to be extremely careful, all right? I would suggest never taking that out unless you really have to. Now this is the other part, okay? This is the bottom section, okay? So it has the actual film and grills on there to take it all the way up, all right? So take that off. There's your media. And if you want to take the sponge out, you have to, again, look, if you push that, there you go. And there's the sponge. All right, so that's the bottom section. Remember, you can use any section in any place as long as you have that bit on there. Okay, that was a bit of a pain to get out, but anyway, it's done now. And that is a midsection, okay? So the midsection, you can just take these out and literally just rub them into a little bit of water and pop them back in. So maybe I should run two. And again, all you do is you literally just put them together like that. That's it, okay? And they don't seem to come together. They're quite, you know, until you push these. Plastic's quite tough as well. Let's put that in there. And there you have it. So that would be probably the size I would go for in any tank, to be honest. This is probably the perfect one, the two section one. And the other thing that's occurred to me, if you had two of these, okay, so say for instance you set this up, have it running for 6 months, okay, you've got biomedia and all that, and you wanted to set up another tank, you could literally buy another one of these and just swap over one section, okay? You would immediately cycle your tank, okay, because the media in here would already do the filter, okay? So you literally would cycle your tank. It would be full of media, full of bacteria, it would just be great. And you could swap them over. And then this one will do the same. So that's another plus to this. I've got to be honest, in my opinion, for the money I paid for this, I would probably change all my filters to this, but let's check it in the tank. That's the important thing. Okay, so let's turn it on. Let's see how we go. Now remember, at the moment this is on the minimum amount of power, and I want to test to see if you can do it out of the water. So if you want to agitate the water, you can. Let's have a look. You ready? Okay, so that's out of the water. All right, now I'm going to turn this camera off and I'm going to put it up to its max, and then I'm going to take one of the sections out and put it underwater to actually listen how much noise this thing makes. Damn, look at that. Now I have noticed a few things. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually, the water's dribbling out of the adjuster for the power. Look how powerful that is. Okay, let's take one of the sections out. Okay, so that's on full power, fully submerged, one section. Okay, I took the other sections over there. and it is quite loud. Okay, I mean, it's not mega loud. I mean, I'm talking normally, you know, it's not like bah or anything like that. It's quite sedate, but you'd have to use this in a big tank, okay, and probably put it at the back of the tank facing out. It's got lovely flow. Look at that. This could be a good supplement to, say, a cichlid tank or a goldfish tank or something like that. Goldfish especially, because they are very messy. Now, the trouble is, the two things that I find really vexing with this, okay, the first thing, okay, is that when it's fully built, all sections and all the rest of it, and you've got gravel in there, it will hit the surface of the water in a Roma 240, okay. It's a huge filter, this is. Partly my fault. I mean, you wouldn't buy the 1500 unless you had a tank that you could fit it. So really check the specs on them, okay. The second thing that I've noticed is that the compartments have air in them, okay. That one there, I had to turn upside down, back and forward to get the air out, okay. So it's a shame that that's actually happening, but let me tell you something. This gets my thumbs up, and I'll tell you why it gets my thumbs up. The price is fantastic for what it does. Now, I don't know about the longevity, okay. All Pond Solutions do have a very good returns policy, so you know, you need to keep that in mind as well. And it doesn't make the noise, it makes a constant hum rather than a like some of these do. You know, these, I mean, this is actually about the same sort of tone as the high door that I've got. So thumbs up, guys, and a shout out to All Pond Solutions. I will put the link to their website in the description because I think they're very good. And thanks to Emma for suggesting this. Have a great day.